The region where our cabin is located is considered one of the rainiest of the Alps, and our roof is leaking. Oh, come on, seriously? Summer is peeking out from behind the forest trees. Midsummer has just passed, but up here the flowers are just starting to show off their colors. The days are longer, and the warm season is calling us outside. But we need to absolutely address a major problem that has been bothering us for quite a while now. You see, everything looks green because we get so much rain and then we get a lot of sun. But we really need to fix this. When we bought the house, we didn't realize how the roof had been made. It looked sound, and only after a while we realized something was amiss. I'll draw it so you can understand what I'm talking about. This roof is made of 3 parts. The metal top, the inside planks that we can see as the ceiling from inside, and a waterproof paper sheet. Yep, I said paper. Like there's nothing else between the metal and those really thin planks that cover the ceiling. And they even thought to put some nail straight through everything. They made a hole through the roof all the way in. Absolute madness. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Here we are. Let me see if I can explain. See these lines here? Okay, this darker part, this is our bituminous sheet that we put on last year. And they were covering the edges and all the way down. So we solved the problem partially. And well, at least we thought we solved it. But then we realized that around the edges of the window, the water is still coming through somehow. We haven't figured out exactly what it is. And especially on the bottom here, underneath the roof, it's all ruined, and we have to solve that. And eventually, sooner or later, we will have to think about getting a new roof, but it's not something we can afford at the moment. So for now, we're just gonna go with it. But I'm pretty sure that when they made the roof, they forgot a part, because there is this metal top side, then inside we have the planks made of wood, and then there's nothing in between. Okay, let's see if I can manage to show you the damage. Okay, can you see it? Like those lines over there, I cannot really point them. All the wood is all like rotten. Now it dried, so it looks a bit better, but still. Eventually we're gonna have to change them all, but for now we're just hoping that the situation is somehow solved for the moment. But if we have to change these planks on top here, we're just gonna have to change the whole roof. So that's gonna take a little bit longer than just this year. Not this year, it's not gonna be the time. When we removed the planks on the ceiling to figure out where the water was coming from, we exposed the metal from the roof, because between timber and roof, as I said, there was nothing. And as the warm air was touching the metal, it would condense, turn into water drops that eventually would fall on the wooden floor. Not good. So as an emergency measure, we've just isolated that part of the roof with some styrofoam. You can still see the blackened wooden fixes on the ceiling. They were slowly rotting, so we just cut away the worst. And now we'll wait till the glue dries, and then we'll finish the work. And while everything dries upstairs, I want to take care of another project I really care about, and I think you're gonna enjoy it. My mother-in-law gifted us this very old wooden chest that belonged to the grandfather of my husband. And it's all made of wood, it's very old, and it's been eaten through and through by woodworms. But we decided to fix it and repurpose it. Let's go have a look at the chest.
First, we have to even the surfaces and get most of the old paint off. We're gonna treat it with some stuff that will eliminate all the wood worms if there are still any. But before treating it, let's make sure that all the sawdust is gone. I don't really like to use this kind of stuff, but I cannot take anything with wood worms inside the house and it's gonna be a mess. We're gonna probably put it in the guest room and we're gonna put all the bed sheets from the house in there because right now there are stuff in here. We were thinking about getting some storage space here, maybe like a long bedside table that will fill this space and that can be used like as a sort of a cabinet. We had some ideas but nothing that really satisfies us yet. And next month we're gonna do some major changes here, so just make sure that you come back so you check out what we're up to. There's some really beautiful metal work on this chest. It might be more than 100 years old, but I find it really charming and timeless. Now let's apply some dark walnut mordant to blend with the rest of the darker furniture we have around the house.
It looks quite good. I don't mind it. But we're missing the handles. So we were thinking about either putting a rope, so a hole here and a hole here, and a thick piece of rope here, or some of those vintage metal handles that could be nice. But I really cannot make up my mind. Oh, this I didn't see it. We have to fix it. I cannot really make up my mind, and maybe you can help me decide. So if you have any suggestion or any idea, just drop it down in the comments and I'll be really grateful for any kind of help. And while you're there, please remember to like and subscribe. That would be very helpful so I can make some more video about what we're doing around here.
And to be true to our slow living lifestyle, let's get 5 minutes outside. It's just an amazing summer day and we don't need to rush anywhere. It's windy, it's dry, makes you really feel grateful for all the beauty that surrounds us. And now let's get the planks up. First we cover the gap, then we'll fix them on the edges with a wooden strip. It's not going to be perfect, but again, it's only temporary, and if we can manage to blend it with the rest, we should be fine. Maybe next year or the one after, we'll manage to get the new roof, but before that, there are a few more things that need to be taken care of. So let's just hope it works for now. We're gonna treat the planks later with some wax finish that will protect them and hopefully will blend in the color. Right now they're a bit too light. And since we are opening the tin with the color, let's treat this shelf as well. Sometimes I think about how life has pointed me towards this place and how much it has changed my way of looking at things. There's always something to do around here, but there's no pressure beside the one that we put on ourselves. It's up to us to plan and optimize the time we have. But then we can just step outside and breathe the mountain air and smell the wet soil. And the mind restores itself on that. It's a totally different dimension of life. And if for someone it's a solitary life, for me it's peaceful and full of sweet memories. We are at the end of June and summer is a bit late this year. Usually by now we would be picking our wild strawberries all over the forest. But at the moment we only have tiny strawberries flowers. And same goes for the raspberries. They usually cover all these fields around here. Instead, they're just starting to grow out and put the first leaves. Climate seems a bit out of sorts lately. We'll see how the summer goes. And ta-da! The shelf is back in its place. Very nice now. It looks a bit better than before, and I think it will be a little bit protected because I always put that soap always ends up here. So no, maybe it will not get ruined too much. But since we are here, I have to ask you an advice. Okay, we're gonna substitute this lamps here with something a bit different. That's gonna come like a T from here, and it's gonna go on top over here like this. So it's gonna resemble the shape of this table and of the kitchen that way. I'm gonna make a drawing so I can explain to you. Okay, let's do this. It's gonna look like a big T with 5 spotlights on each section, and it's gonna be all made with timber. The spotlights will be, for the visible part at least, black, as much as is all the finishing in the house. But now I need your help, and my question is what you think would look better. a black metal strip all along the side to harmonize with the other lights. Shall we leave it this natural color? I cannot really make up my mind, so any suggestion is welcome. Remember that I also have a blog, and if you want to know more about me and my habits and what comes through my mind, just head on to my page, either on Substack or on my blog page. You're gonna find me on Substack as Green Drivers, same name as the channel, but I put the handles in the description of this video so you can find it there. Let's go and walk the new planks upstairs. So one last thing for today, then we're done. It's a really soft honey color, but when it dries it intensifies quite a bit, and I think it will totally blend with the rest of the ceiling. It's pretty dense, so you really have to work it into the fibers. And here we are. What do you think? Not bad for a temporary solution, I'd say. Well, I really hope you enjoyed the video today, and if you want to know more about whatever we're doing up here, just head on to the videos. And until next time, take care. Ciao!